Hi, this is Linda Shea with Drilling Contractor. I'm at the 2024 IADC Drilling Middle East Conference in Muscat, Oman. I have with me Mr. Abdullah Braiki with Petroleum Development Oman, who talked at the conference about his work to develop a rig sizing tool. Abdullah, thank you for being here.
It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you very much.
So can you kind of briefly explain what was the business case for developing this rig sizing tool?
So in the beginning, the standard had changed. The API 4F 2013 had mandated that only the hook load needs to be included in the calculations and in the nameplate of the rig. However, that change was not reflected in the business. So clients like PDO would still take the mast load instead of the hook load, and that resulted in confusion. When you take the mast load, it results in an over design. When you take the hook load, it's fit for purpose. So that resulted in over design, and it resulted in issues such as basically not to know which design factor to be taken, to be considered, and basically what to consider in the risk assessments. And and we saw that we need to standardize the approach. So we need to base the calculations on the hook load, and we need to know basically what ratings to be taken into consideration and what well conditions to be taken into consideration, and that is the business case.
And can you kind of briefly walk us through this journey of developing what ended up being this digital tool that you have now?
All right. So in the past, it would be up to the individual engineers. So you have a bright engineer who would go through the rig sizing optimization on a well-by-well basis or on a unit-by-unit basis. It was not standardized. And we decided to standardize that across the board for all of PDO's operations. So we looked at the guidelines that that guide the well engineers on what considerations to be taken, and we revamped them to be compliant with the API 4F 2013, which takes the hook load into consideration. And we've also added to that, we specified what design factors are acceptable and what design factors are not acceptable, and what well conditions to be considered and what not to be considered. The ultimate result from this was a decision tree that the well engineers need to follow. It would basically take them on a step-by-step in case the rig is suitable. If it's not suitable, then what needs to be changed, what risk assessments to be considered. Yeah.
So now that this tool is being used, what kind of benefits or results have you seen?
The overall benefit we've seen is 20 to 30% reduction in the costs. You would basically use a fit-for-purpose rig instead of an over-designed rig, and that resulted in reduction in the cost. And in the long run, we would be able to contract rigs that are fit for purpose. No more over-design, no more basically overpaying. Yeah.
Sounds like a great project. Thank you for sharing with us the details of that project.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure.
And thank you for joining us on drillingcontractor.org.